Hi everyone, it's me, Carbundance. Welcome back to my 365 days from eating disorder to recovery in this year. So this was in the last year, the things that you see now. I'm also going to go into the topic of fearing that it will not work out for you and that you will gain weight forever. And that big topic that I also had to struggle with. So my breakfast 1 year ago in Quasi Recovery, obviously Quasi Recovery, was a whole salad bowl of pears, and not sure if I made them into the smoothie here. I think I ate them just as they were, and this was a banana smoothie. But no, it looks like I actually made the smoothie out of it. Yeah, I guess because I didn't really enjoy them, eating them in pieces. That's how it looks. But this was another smoothie later, like these green smoothies were usually banana and greens. And of course, my eating disorder told me I enjoyed it. And I mean, there's worse things. I do think that there are green smoothies that you can really enjoy. And I did enjoy them there. But I enjoy them much more when I don't put any greens. It's like this obsessive, healthifying thing that I was struggling with. This was dinner with, there's also fats in there, which I always told myself, well, this is great. I can eat fats. I don't have the fat phobia anymore. Well, that even wasn't really true because I had to weigh them in order to be able to eat them. And it's like, yeah, okay, that is telling. And so the camera is a little bit foggy here. I still was counting the calories, I still was weighing the food, I still was weighing everything, and I always told myself, well, I only do that because I want to make sure I eat enough, because otherwise I don't eat enough. And sadly, that was also the case. Why? Because I was afraid of eating too little, but also afraid of eating too much. And so that was how my eating disorder was justifying me tracking everything still. And I also made a video on that, by the way. Made a video about, I think it's called I only track or I only count calories so I eat enough, something like that. Just search my channel. So this is a screenshot from a comment below one of Tabitha Farah's videos. Can't remember right now which one exactly, but doesn't really matter. So this person writes, I am scared, and the thing I don't understand is how can you be so fit and eat whatever you want? That's exactly what I was also always thinking, like, Tabitha Farah, like, how can she do that? I can't even. And I also think that many people of you might think that about me. You're exactly where I used to be. And I think it's because you just can't wrap your head around the fact that somebody cannot gain weight on that amount of food and calories. And well, it's like I could not do that either. I was so afraid that I was going to be the only one who is never going to stop gaining weight, and who is just going to go nuts, and it will not work. And that's exactly, basically, the fear that held me back from getting rid of all rules and getting rid of any type of restriction for decades. Because I was just convinced, and the eating disorder convinced me that this would never work for me, and I just have to watch my calorie intake, and that's just how it is for the rest of my life. And that is coming from someone who was severely anorexic, and then like for 2 decades atypically anorexic, meaning being anorexic mentally, but you cannot see it from the outside because you're not underweight, but whatever. I think that I was still underweight in terms of what my body perceived it as, but so I guess, I think I saw a comment, I can't remember from who exactly now, but I will probably make a video on that as well at some point. I tried to get back to all of your comments, but basically saying that when she sees how thin, how skinny I am, like that's literally what she wrote, then she just cannot believe that this is true, what I'm telling and everything. And, you know, I can understand that. I was at the exact same place, in the exact same spot, and I was questioning, like, how can this be? This person must be lying. Like, this cannot be true. Well, here I am, and it happened for me too, and that is why I make all of this content, because it just blew my mind, right? It's straight out a miracle for me. Now I can understand it because I experienced it, and all of these fears did not even come true. So here I am comparing, but I know if I recover, I will gain the 30 pounds again, like I did in my 20s. Like, how does, you know, I mean, so it's all about your metabolism. Yes, it might be that you gain this much weight. It might be. It's different for everyone. But there will be the point where you stop gaining the weight. And some people even overshoot. If you have overshoot, lose it again. But that's not up to you to decide. And that's just the fear we have, right? And but when you are there, when you really go without restrictions, you are going to be ready and able to feel to feel confident in your body then, because you have done the work, you have put the work in mentally. It's all about the changes mentally. And yes, and I would not have thought that I would argue from the side of Tabitha Farah, where I am kind of now, and to someone, you know, that I would speak about this from my perspective now, where I thought even 1 year ago that this will never work for me, and this was my biggest fear. You have to understand, that's the underlying fear of anorexia, of your eating disorder, is to gain weight. And yeah, the fear of weight gain. I'm also going to translate that book after this one from Tabitha Farah into German, Fear of Weight Gain. Also, my book that I'm translating now from Tabitha Farah, the Rehabilitate, Rewire, Recover, is basically a manual to recovering. And so once your metabolism is healthy, it's all different. It will react differently, respond differently to food coming in than the situation that you are in now. This is what I'm struggling with. I am tired of thinking of food all the time. Yes, and that's a good thing. Waiting till time I can eat again, not sleeping well. Yes, I had terrible insomnia. And waking to eat. Yes, I got up every night to eat. Being cold, brittle hair. Yeah, that describes me at that time. That just breaks. Teeth staining. Yes, it was me. I had very weird looking teeth. Not going out with friends because it will break up my routine. Yes, and I won't know how many calories. Yeah, and I won't know how many calories, etc. I am tired too, but so scared that I won't end up like you did and I will just become obese. Basically, exactly what I would have said 1 year ago. And if you are saying that right now, then all I can say to you is you have to take the jump into the cold water and find it out. I wish I had a better advice, but the thing you are longing for is the mental changes, and that is what the recovery, like that is what changed everything about me in my life. Like literally all of the other approaches never worked in any way, and just the mental changes came when I did the complete opposite. The thing that felt the most wrong and the most scary and the most extreme and the most radical against my eating disorder, these were the things that worked in the end. Yeah, I hope these thoughts helped you, and just feel free to ask me any more questions about that topic in the comments. And I will see you tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Please do not forget to subscribe and to give me the thumbs up if you feel like it. See you tomorrow. Bye.